Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into a topic that's heating up the international stage. Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley has made some powerful statements about the Biden-Harris administration and their stance on Israel's security. According to Haley, Israel doesn't trust President Biden and Vice President Harris. She claims that the Biden administration's push for de-escalation shows a lack of understanding of the real threats Israel faces. Haley argues that this distrust is pushing Israel to take matters into its own hands, prioritizing its own security above all else. Now let's break this down. Haley believes the Biden administration fails to grasp the severity of the danger posed by terrorist groups surrounding Israel. This perceived lack of support from the US is driving Israel to act decisively to protect its citizens. It's a stark reminder of the complexity of international relations and the differing perspectives on how to handle such conflicts. Haley's comments come at a time of heightened tensions in the Middle East. She emphasizes that Israel feels compelled to continue its operations until the threat is neutralized. This stance underscores a belief that Israel's actions, though seen as aggressive by some, are essential for its survival. But here's where it gets even more controversial. Haley's unwavering support for Israel's right to defend itself has sparked a heated debate. Critics argue that her rhetoric could escalate tensions further, potentially hindering diplomatic efforts for peace. They accuse her of undermining the chances for a peaceful resolution and inflaming an already volatile situation. This debate highlights just how polarized the issue is. On one side, you have those who believe Israel must take every measure to ensure its security. On the other, there are calls for more diplomatic approaches to de-escalate the conflict. It's a delicate balance, and finding common ground seems increasingly challenging. So what do you think? Is Haley right in her support for Israel's actions, or do you believe her stance risks further escalating the conflict? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for today, folks. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, take care. Welcome back, everyone. To understand the current tensions and why Israel feels the need to prioritize its security, it's essential to look back at the history of its conflicts. Let's take a brief journey through some of the key wars that have shaped Israel's modern history. First, the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. This war began immediately after the declaration of the State of Israel on May 14, 1948. The following day, a coalition of Arab states, including Egypt, Jordan, Syria, and Iraq, invaded the new nation. The war lasted for over a year and resulted in significant territorial gains for Israel, but also led to the displacement of a large number of Palestinian Arabs, a point of contention that remains to this day. Next, the Six-Day War in 1967. This conflict saw Israel facing off against Egypt, Jordan, and Syria. In just 6 days, Israel achieved a stunning victory, capturing the Sinai Peninsula, Gaza Strip, West Bank, East Jerusalem, and the Golan Heights. These territorial gains dramatically altered the map of the region and have been a source of ongoing disputes and negotiations. Then we have the Yom Kippur War of 1973. This war began on the holiest day in the Jewish calendar, Yom Kippur, when a coalition of Arab states led by Egypt and Syria launched a surprise attack on Israel. The initial stages saw significant Arab advances, but Israel eventually managed to turn the tide. The war ended with a ceasefire, and while it did not result in major territorial changes, it led to a shift in the regional power dynamics and eventually paved the way for the Camp David Accords between Israel and Egypt. Each of these conflicts has had profound impacts on the region and on Israel's approach to its security. The memory of these wars and the constant threat of conflict have shaped Israel's defense policies and its relationships with neighboring countries. Understanding this history is crucial to grasping why Israel places such a high priority on its security and why figures like Nikki Haley emphasize unwavering support for its right to self-defense. Until next time, take care.